Today we'll talk about why Apple won't join the Metaverse. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's head into it. The Metaverse, a VR playground Mark Zuckerberg is forcing down everyone's throats, might threaten to consume us all over the next few years. However, it seems Apple CEO Tim Cook isn't buying what Zuck is selling yet. That's if Bloomberg's Mark Gurman is to be believed anyway. Gurman wrote in his weekly Power On newsletter that Apple won't participate in the Metaverse zeitgeist, most recently accelerated by Meta, even with plans to release its own mixed reality headset possibly as soon as this year. He went on to say that Apple wants the headset to be used for bursts of gaming, communication, and content consumption, rather than lengthy VR excursions like the ones Meta seems intent on bringing to the world. Apple's currently unconfirmed and unnamed headset is said to have two 8K displays, as well as a significant focus on augmented reality. In other words, Apple plans on users spending more time looking at the real world around them than an Oculus Quest allows, lending some credence to Gurman's prediction. Though we have yet to hear a firm no from Apple itself, the company's stance, as described by Gurman, would be an encouraging one for anyone who's suspicious of big tech metaverse push. Now you've got at least one big tech titan on your side. They'll still try to sell you an expensive cyber helmet, but at least you probably won't wear it for all your work meetings. While the metaverse promises some interesting and entertaining aspects of our society, there are also so many challenges and risks in launching it. The metaverse, a term coined by science writer Neil Stephenson, describes an internet-run universe where users can socialize and play in a virtual setting. For online video gamers, a metaverse may be the paradise they're hoping for, as they can easily switch between gaming and virtual socializing. However, for many users, there are many questions and risks still needing to be addressed in the adoption of a metaverse. Here are a few main risks that the metaverse may bring if these risks aren't properly addressed. The metaverse risks more misinformation. While companies like Facebook are now pouring millions into developing new metaverse technology, they're also the source of thousands of misinformation cases or fake news stories. Facebook in particular has been having fake news problems, and with the 2020 US election specifically, was very purposeful about who could publish what. As the metaverse will be an expansion of social sites like Facebook, it's important to understand how misinformation might spread in the metaverse. The metaverse risks lack of regulation. As there are a few regulations on the internet today, it's easy to see how there would be a few regulations on a future metaverse. This lack of regulations can cause serious issues, like privacy concerns or court cases over intellectual property ownership. There are also risks to profit regulations and taxation, as many current metaverse companies, like online games, make profits in cryptocurrency. There need to be regulations in place to address issues with this currency and their revenue streams. Most global governments just haven't modernized their legal infrastructure to deal with a future metaverse yet, and need to soon. The metaverse risks personal privacy. With companies like Facebook already participating in data mining, it's no surprise that people are fearful of this continuing or even intensifying in a future metaverse. Facebook has promised that the future metaverse will be built on selling virtual goods, which means advertising, which in turn implies data collection on individuals, as there are a few, if any, government regulations on big data companies like Facebook in regards for personal privacy. These companies don't have to be held accountable for the data mining processes that they go through. The future metaverse threatens to continue and amplify this process if no new regulations are established. Constructing ecosystems of trust. Addressing the necessity of constructing trusted ecosystems within the technologies developed for the metaverse is a critical consideration. These trusted ecosystems will constitute building in algorithms, structures, frameworks, regulations, and policies within hardware and software development cycles to address the distinct elements of safety, privacy, and security within the DNA of the technology. How data is shared within virtual worlds will need to be considered more carefully to ensure privacy. A second dimension to be considered within the privacy considerations of the metaverse development is eliminating biases that will lead to non-inclusive or malicious adaptation of the real world. Engaging in the metaverse will constitute a utilization of integrative emerging technologies. This calls for a global thorough open box security validation process of the protection provided within the environments against breach of confidentiality, integrity, or other aspects of security. These ecosystems of trust will contribute to creating a stable, inclusive, and purposeful existence of a virtual and immersive existence. How might these risks unfold in the metaverse? To understand how risks to safety could become more prevalent in the metaverse, a key construct of this digital future should be shared. Central to the concept of the metaverse is the idea that virtual 3D environments that are accessible and interactive in real time will become the transformative medium for human engagement. If they are to become practical, these environments will be dependent on widespread adoption of extended reality. Even if not a fully immersive existence, it is likely that many people spend more time blending offline and virtual interactions, moving towards a mixed reality. Privacy and security breaches are pathways that can compromise the safety of interactions and users. For example, this could take the form of someone masquerading as a medical doctor to gain access to surgical theater technology for digitally performed surgeries. A good sense of the potential risks can be found if some existing applications that create virtual worlds, such as on many gaming platforms. It's clear that there are significant safety challenges that have already presented themselves in these environments. For example, recreations of the 2019 Christchurch mosque shooting aimed at very young children have been found multiple times on the Roblox platform, despite significant efforts of the company's part to stem the tide of such content. What do you think about the metaverse? Let us know in the comments section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.